Okay, we should be here. Hopefully. I kind of forgot how to stream for a second. Right. Let me pull up chat here. Hello, everyone. Okay. So, okay, is this working? I swear if the stream isn't working after all this. Okay, there we go. It is. Right, so, hopefully you can hear me. If you can't, that'll be a bit of an issue. But, I will explain all the tiers again and stuff. I feel like I should do some explaining since the last one, because it has, I'm sorry, it's been like a month since the last time we did this. How am I doing? I'm doing good, thank you, Cookie. But, yeah, so, last time we left off, we had this as the rankings. Now, I've added a couple more people. However, some people, I think they've changed profile pictures since I last did this. So you guys might have to help me figure out a who's who when we look for these people, because there are a couple people here that I don't know. Like, I'm gonna be honest, you guys are gonna have to help me with this cat group. I realize it's like a group of cat PFPs. That I I don't know the difference. I think that's Z Levi and that's Thunder. The others, I'm who's to guess. One of these I think is nickname. One of these is A6. I have no clue who this one is, but we'll get to those when we get to it. I'll explain the tiers again, because I feel like I should be doing that. So keep in mind, this isn't, not everyone here is like a pro, like a top player, but I want to list people who are either really popular in the game for a specific achievement or a specific skill set. That's why we have people like MREC here, and we have people like Apex who are not necessarily, you know, classed as top players. However, they have done something that they're known for that they are one of the best at. So, also, I think I want to do a couple rearrangements since the last one, because obviously it's been a month. Some things have changed, as well as my opinions. So, of course, I will be going over those changes. First off, I think I have cursed way too high. I don't know what was making me think Cursed was this good, but I feel like I was under the notion he was still a wave god, in which he really is still good at wave. I do believe that. However, obviously, his main times passed. Yeah, he verified Assuming Vortex, but so many people have beaten it in way less attempts than him. I know we had the verifier problem, where obviously it's harder if you try and verify it, but I think that for this, I want to lower him a bit. Like, honestly, maybe even a lot. Like, low-key, he could be down here. Well, I don't know if I want to say down here. I want to put him below Laser, at least. I think he needs to be at least below Laser. And I also want to specifically WizKid, move WizKid up. I think that I thought he was being a bit inactive before, but now I realize it wasn't, and, like, he's nearly beaten Nullscapes, which for someone who's nearly done Nullscapes and has really good progress on Bubawamba, I can't in good faith put that above someone who struggled that much on not even top 10 anymore. Welcome, Extra Nuggies. Welcome to the stream. I actually wanted to talk about you because you're one of the other ones that I was gonna raise. Loki, after making the video on you, I realized that honestly, you're actually way more cracked than I thought. Like, I thought you'd just done Angelicide, but, like, I didn't know about the Unknown Achievement and other stuff. Which makes me, and I think that from what you've shown, honestly, you could be above MRAC currently. Because, again, MRAC is, like, MRAC is just wave. There's nothing else, right, that MRAC can do. Have you guys seen the clip recently of MRAC on Tidal Wave? He, like, did all the first Tidal Wave part, like the wave part in its entirety, and then he died to the literal first non-wave input. It was the funniest thing ever. But yeah, so that's why I think that I moved you up. Honestly, I might even, like, I'm debating putting bottom of pro going up there, but I kind of want to wait. I think, like, once you actually beat Angelicide, I want to put you in, like, literally here. But, like, for now, I just want to have it there. I think Dubes should be slightly higher. That is the last one. That is the last one that I was gonna raise. So, basically, before this, I had Dubes here. But since then, that's why I have his tab pulled up here, actually. Since this video, he got Sakupin Circle's Infinity, a top 10. He did 37 to 83. And he's done all of his Ashley Wave Trials progress, and I also was underestimating how hard Silent Circles really was in my mind. Like, I knew how hard it was, but like, I didn't really think about it. So, I'm actually gonna be raising him to here. I'm gonna be putting him one above Cursed in High Pro, and I think I wanna maybe move these people down to Pro. I think that's where I'm currently looking at. If I'm not mistaken, Abdul Devil has beaten like Avernus and Acheron and stuff, which in my mind it should be like this. I think that Abdul Devil should go above Cursed. Actually, no, I'm gonna put him in High Pro because the categories, by the way, from before. Welcome GS to the stream. So Druki isn't a top player, unfortunately. Well, yeah, I think Druki's a really good player. That's why the main list. But like, I wouldn't classify as a top player. In fact, top player is, I think, should be left for very specific people. If you want to be called a top player. But yeah, I want to just say because high pro is for people who can tackle levels in the top 10 at a like good rate and have gotten a lot of achievements behind their back. Cursed Hardest isn't top 10 anymore, and he can't do it at a fast rate, which is why I want to put him at pro. But Abdul Devil's beaten Avernus and Acheron. Like, the fact that he's beaten both of them makes me think he could tackle top 10 at a good rate. But since there's no evidence, I'm going to put him at the bottom of high pro. Dupes is overrated. I think he's overrated in people's minds, but I think he was slightly underrated where I had him originally on the list. He beat Acheron in 20k, exactly, like he could clearly do a top 10. And I mean, that's why he was doing progress on Heliopolis, right? So anyways, I think we're gonna move on to placing some people from before, from in here. And I want to start off rip. I think we should start off with Trick, because I feel like maybe not now. I don't know what the consensus is modern day halfway into 2026. But I'm gonna unplug my sale right now for this. But I think that at least at the start of 2026 or end 2025, the consensus was the top 3 players is Zoink, Popoff, Trick. I think now it's Zoink, Popoff, Nethermind. And I still think there's a debate on putting Nethermind in Not Human. But back then it used to be. Now I kind of want to get your guys' consent. I kind of want to hear what you guys think of Trick. Because, like, Trick doesn't do much now, but he nearly beat Thinking Space 2, which is top 1. I mean, I know the top 3 is, like, debatable right now and where they are. But that's still top 1, and he's got a bunch of, like, older completions behind his back. So, I kind of want to know where you guys think Trick is on here. Do I play the Battle Cats? Isn't that like a I used to play, I think that's a mobile game. I used to play it years ago. Like, years ago. Not anymore. Nethermind soon no human. Yeah, I agree with that. Nethermind, like, should soon be a not human, but currently not. Like, obviously Prime Trick, back when he was doing this, like, can actually, like, caring about GD and not retired, with play, he would be not human. Like, he would genuinely be here. But in current day's skill, like, he was doing this before Nethermind popped off, right? But, like, current day, because keep in mind, it's not all just skill. Motivation is another thing that you need to be considered a top player. You need to have motivation. And Trick has dropped not only Thinking Space 2, but also Amethyst in this time. Which are 2 top 3s. Which makes me think that I don't want to put him... And Taigo's Taigo's about to be sweeping Demon 2, which is objectively harder than Thinking Space 2. At least most people have said that. So I think I want to put him here now. I feel like I'm. It's like he's in this like group still. He's definitely above Doggy. Like he's definitely higher than Doggy. It's just kind of about where in this like higher than Doggy, lower than Nethermind tier do I want to put him? Because like sure you could be really good. I think I'm gonna. I think I'm gonna put him here. I think I'm gonna put him in between Taigo and Dovin, okay? Because you need work ethic as well. You can't just be a highly skilled player. You need to show, you need to actually be able to utilize your skill to beat this stuff. Well, X-Juggies, thanks for the €2. Thank you so much. Vernosis is not human. What are we doing? I know. Okay, look. Vernosis would be not human, but if I put him at the top, he's just weighing down the list. You'd make it collapse, which is why I've had to put him at the bottom of the list so that we can stack everyone above a good foundation. But yeah, thanks for the €2, man. But anyways, yeah. Trick, I think, raw skill is here. But no, maybe even here. But yeah, he just doesn't show it. But we need to move on to other people. We can't just stay talking about Trick forever. Could I put you in S tier? I'll think about it. Okay, next up, who do we want to do? I'll let you guys. What the flip? Okay, whoa! What the flip? Okay, we got an ad. It was the ad. The ad just randomly, the cruise ad randomly decided to start playing. I don't want to cruise right now, sadly. But anyways, guys, who do you want? Who do you want to do next? We've got everyone here at the bottom. Now, I know there's an S here. This is just a Chilean player, this guy. That was his old profile when we did this before. I updated to the new one. I just haven't deleted that, so. Total GD, Hover, Paco, Antivirus reference, yeah. See Levi, Total. Okay, I've seen a couple totals. We'll do Total. Let's pull up. I'm gonna pull up Total GD on YouTube, and I'm gonna pull up Total's demon list thing here. What is Total G? Does Total GD? I don't think Total GD publishes to the demon list. Or has Total not even done anything? I don't even think Total. Maybe Total's not even done anything. It's because it's just like runs on like unnerved Succuban circles. I think that might actually be the case. I think that Total hasn't. But yeah. So Total is pretty much known for one thing, and we're only gonna be basing these off of the recent stuff because that's really the only thing that qualifies Total for the list. But she did unnerved Succuban circles. Now. She pretty much did unnerve Succuban circles like 3 times, if we're being real. Let's be real. Like, what were those deaths? It was just because you're taking the stupid route. And there's also Hell Phase in 5 runs. I'm gonna need you guys in chat to tell me how hard this level is. Because I'm gonna be honest, I genuinely know nothing about it. That's why you haven't seen a video by me on it yet. Thanks for 100 concurrent viewers again. Jeez. But, yeah. Unnerved Succuban circles is what we're working with. I guess there's femboy circles in 5 runs, but really, this is just kind of proving that Total GD is a spam trick, right? She knows spam, she's really goddamn good at it, but nothing else. So that's kind of the similar aspect to Purell. The only difference is she followed through and did something, and, it's a really hard achievement. So I feel like we could say it's physically impossible. Okay, so it's like a top 1 kind of. Top 6 on global demon list. I believe that's is that not unnerved Succuban circles? It is global list. So that is pretty much yeah, it is a top 10. It's around that that Quantius level of difficulty. Keep in mind she did take a long time doing so. But just because that's the only thing we have, I don't want to put her. I want to put her in pro. Like, that achievement dwarfs anything you could do with mainless. Now, I know Extra Nuggies in my mind is probably a better player, but Extra Nuggies hasn't beat, obviously Angelicide, which is the main achievement that Nuggies plays. We have evidence from Total's skill doing. I feel like a completion is worth a lot more than runs on levels. And Total's played other spam stuff as well. Like, there's other crazy spam achievements here. So, I think the pro's fine. But, like, low end. Keep in mind that pro is... You can't really touch top 10s. I mean, you can if you put, like, a ton of effort into it, but you're not really going to be beating them. And if you do, it's only, like, one at most, right? So, I think that's where Total GD's at. Second hardest is Poltergeist? Is that true? Because that's crazy. That is kind of crazy. I agree she's overrated. Well, overrated is just like people see the one achievement. I don't know if that means overrated. I'll meet yous in the middle and put them at the bottom. Put her at the bottom of pro. Like, I understand that she's overrated, but you have to keep in mind, like, a top 10 is a top 10. No matter how you cut it, a top 10 completion is a top 10 completion. So I have to put Total at least at pro. And it's not like a bottom top 10, like Global Demon List has 6. It's like Quanti's level. So, I think bottom at pro is fine. And lots of cats at the bottom. Yeah, we covered this. You guys are gonna have to help me distinguish the cats. Septagon's underrated. Septagon for me was another case of insane skill, but like doesn't really beat many stuff. Like we had a Rochi recently, but a lot of the stuff Septagon takes ages to actually complete or never does. Okay, how about we do who should we do next? You guys wanted we'll do Braden Bull, because I think Braden Bull is a very interesting case, right? Is Braden beat? Yeah, Braden Bull here, still actually top 400 on the list, which is kind of crazy. But as you can see here, Braden Bull hasn't beaten many things when it comes to like actual like hard stuff that we can debate on this list, right? However, I think that like the main thing is obviously the invisible completions. Like let's just go on to Braden Bull's channel, because I don't think you guys understand how underrated these like invisible completions were for the time. Like Blind Blizzard and Sightless Sandstorm, these completions were done at the time when like Tartarus was top 1. Yes, granted it was at the end of Tartarus time at top 1. This was when Tartarus was top 1. Okay? And these are harder than Tartarus. Like, obviously, again, it's a case of very specific skill set. How does this translate into actual, like, levels? But, like, damn, that's crazy. Doing something like that, like, how do you... I don't get how people go about this. Okay? I think that deserves something, right? Now, I have to keep in mind that in modern times, Braden Bull can't compete in top play. So I'm not gonna put Braden Bull in pro. However, I do want to put Braden Bull like relatively high. Like I want to say like here for Braden Bull currently. Like these achievements are genuinely. I think I'm gonna actually like do this. Put Max Dash and Braden Bull above Purell and have that. I think that's fair. But I think you guys really underrate. The community in general really underrates how hard those invisible levels were. It was actually crazy. Trick should be a not human, by the way. If he completed the levels, again, we had this conversation. If he actually finished stuff like Amethyst and Thinking Space 2, I would agree. But he keeps dropping them, so yeah. Whoa, what? Domin just joined the stream? Yo, Woga and Blue Elephant, welcome yous two. Have you seen Brainbow sweeping demon progress? I haven't. But yo, Domin's in here, that's crazy. I didn't think one of the top players we had listed here would actually join. Welcome, welcome. You're actually cracked at the game, but okay. Since we're talking about cracked players, why don't we bring another one up? Why don't we bring up Jesse Gaming? Jesse Gaming recently obviously beat Tidal Wave. That's the main thing. And something I find that is a pro to Jesse Gaming's, kind of repertoire here is that he didn't just stop after Tidal Wave. Like, after Tidal Wave, in a couple weeks, boom, we're back to beating List Demons. We got Hengen, Terminal Rampancy, and Kiri's all beaten in short fashion. He's got a lot. He's one of the players that just does a lot on his profile. Like, if we look up Jesse Gaming here. Obviously, he used to be a hacker, I believe, but now he's real. Like, he's an actual top player. But he's actually really, really good. Put GDB news on the list, I would just be top. I technically was top 1 for a time, so I guess I could. But, okay. Yeah, as you can see, Tidal Wave, other than Tidal Wave, we have Acheron and Spectre. Those are the two big ones. These other ones, like, they're really good achievements to, like, add to your skill, but they only really apply heavily to people in, like, the pro and below. Jesse Gaming, I think, currently is at high pro level. I don't think he's a top. Well, how many attempts again did he spend on Tidal Wave? Like, we're looking at 240,000 attempts. That is genuinely crazy. I think that because of that, it's obvious that's like his limit currently. But the fact that he did it makes me want to put him above a couple people here. I want to say that because Chopblocks is making quick work of Africa Circles, which could be harder than Tidal Wave. I know he's on a break now. But, actually, Dovin, what do you think of the current, like, not human and top player list we have here? Since you are a top player and can speak, or way more qualified than me, to speak on these rankings. Keep in mind, I'm keeping it based off of, like, stuff that you can achieve. So, like, again, we talked about Trick. Like, yes, Trick is not human and raw skill, but I have to keep into the fact that he's not actually completing the stuff he does. Like, he doesn't finish off Thinking Space 2 and Amethyst. But, I think it would be interesting here. But anyways, yeah, I think Jesse Gaming's a high pro level. I think that is definitely not as good as something like Chopblocks. And, again, Quattrocientos is beating the top 3 and is consistent with beating stuff. I can't put him above him either. Hold up, what's been hardest? Okay, technically my hardest is Zodiac, but I've done Walter White in 2 runs, Edge of Destiny in 2 runs, Void in 2 runs, Tartarus in 3 runs, Sinister Silence in 2 runs. Like, I've got Minus Dry in 2 runs at 58% and 48 to 100. Like, I've done a lot of stuff. I just can't beat stuff. I just can't beat stuff. And I'm like Trick. I'm no better than Trick. I just get progress in a bunch of stuff and never beat it. But yeah, Jesse's top player. I don't know if I would say Jesse's top player does achievements. I think that this is fair. Flamo's top 2, not 3. I'd say 3 because personally I guess I can't speak. Right? I think Amethyst is harder. I think it will be changed eventually, but it doesn't really matter because, like, I feel like the top 3 are very interchangeable anyways in people's mindsets, so you know what, like, anytime I refer to either of those levels, I just say top 3. But, please realize when Jesse beat Acheron, it was top 17 and some other stuff. He beat more top 10 than 400. Yeah, I mean, you have to keep high pros. I'm not saying that high pros, like, bad in comparison. Like, Jesse Gaming is still really, really anyone in high pro is super cracked and can do top 10s, okay? Don't think this is like an understatement. Like, you could do top 10s if you're in high pro. But anyways, we should move on. And I think we should do 1 Alpha Helix next. I think that's an interesting one. I believe 1 Alpha Helix is back to playing Flame. He actually hasn't streamed it in a month. Mr. AI person. But I think, though, looking at his recent content, at least the newest one, I don't think it used AI. I think he righted his wrongs. But he just spends too much on levels. Like, he just jumps, and then he realizes this as well. Like, he knows rank Servax. We'll do him after 1 Alpha Helix. We'll do Servax after 1 Alpha Helix. And he knows it. He knows it that he just jumps. And, I mean, they're really impressive achievements, but they just take way too long for me to reasonably put him that high. He's obvious. I think. I think he's at the same, like, this kind of level. Or maybe he's not meant. Like, he does. He's definitely a pro. It's just where. Well, actually, now that I think about it. Okay, I'm gonna move technical up to pro just because he beat Acheron. I'm realizing, like, I feel like these Acheron victors I've gotten way too low, and I'm gonna put them in pro. I think I'm gonna move total. No, but total be a top 10. Like, I can't. Again, I'm still putting total at the bottom of pro. And I think I'm gonna put 1 Alpha Helix to. I think that's a fair place, maybe. I think it's safe to say that even though Space UK known as a hacker, he struggled less on Acheron. Made a whole tier for Venosis. We wouldn't fit in any others, so I kind of had to. I have Shardscapes on 2 runs on Android. Oh, I am my partner team. Honestly, Shardscapes on mobile is kind of crazy. I mean, to me, that probably seems like one of the more doable extremes, but like that's a hard level to do on phone. That's actually kind of crazy. Low key, we put you in extended tier. But anyways, we should move on. We'll do Servax now. We'll do Servax. I'll put him at the top here. Servax is again one of the current top players, so this is one that you guys are gonna be interested in. So we'll get on with this. Servax is the only person I know that has any like noticeable runs on Amethyst, which has to say for something. He just like busted through Penumbral, which is top 10. And a lot of other stuff to his profile. Let's actually go on Servax. Servax obviously is one of the few. What is Servax's name on the stats viewer? Or is he not on it anymore? Am I like dumb? Did he like remove himself from it? I feel like I'm missing something. But anyways, yeah. We look at this after Tidal Wave, did stuff like Poo Cube, like top of 36 to 100 on Amethyst. That's what I want to talk about. Like, Penumbral's pretty much top 10. And 36 to 100 Amethyst is kind of crazy. Min's Draft, that's his name. Where's that? Ah, here we go. Okay. Right. Anathema, Avernus, and Acheron, and Spectre. Okay, we add and Abyss of Darkness. Those are like the big ones that we can add to his profile. On top of Tidal Wave, and then Penumbral, and then the Amethyst progress. With that, I think he's above Doggy. Again, I feel like a lot of people. It seems like when I go live, a lot of people realize that Doggy isn't as good as people think. But I think the broad community does think Doggy's like a not human tier, that he's like a top, or he's like a high top player. Which is just not the case. Like, he's not. Servax is really good. Taigo's been showing off, like, with Sweeping Demon 2. I think that's crazy enough to maybe make me put it. Well, you see, I don't know. I think he's honestly like above Taigo in skill now. Because Taigo's taken a while on Sweep Demon 2. And I know the Sweeping Demon 2 is top 1, that's crazy and all. But am I weird for thinking that, like, Servax could do the same exact thing? Maybe even faster? Like, if we gave Servax a top 1, he could also do this. Now, I think he's below Trick because, again, Trick's done the same thing. Like, he got major progress on Amethyst, but he also got major progress on Thinking Space too, right? And he has those high-level Extremes beat. So I think that this is, like, better than you and Wordy. Dolphin, I can't remember, like, what you've done recently. I think, okay. I mean, you go, okay, 5 days ago, 52 in orbit. I forgot. I was gonna make a video on this, but something else happened, okay? My thing is that, like, look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? In a month, you did, what? 1, 2, 3 top 10s at the time, and Spectre. We go to Servax, right? Every level there minus Spectre. That's 3 levels, okay? 3 levels that would be like 3rd, 4th, and 5th hardest for Servax in a month. And keep in mind how much, like, longer Servax has been in the game than you. Like, honestly, I think you're better. Honestly, I think looking at it now, you're better. And if Servax is better, I think there's a case to be made that Servax is better. I think that, like, you're showing way quicker progress, and, like, in due time, you'll pass him anyways. So, what are the ads I get? Blue Honda! Okay, wait, that's not Blue Honda. Wait, it is a Blue Honda. You guys don't understand Blue Honda lore. Those who know. NatPro771, those who know. But, anyways, yeah. I think that you're genuinely... there. I guess time will tell to see if I think you should stay there. It depends if you continue to beat these hard levels, but, like, for now, honestly, I believe it. Servax is in Drum, the Emperor number. Yeah, we're counting per number as well. Which, I guess that, maybe I'll put Servax above Trick. Because you also need to keep in mind that Trick's probably rusty as well. And, like, other than Thinking Space 2, he didn't do much. So genuinely, I think that that's fair, but I still want to put Dolphin above, honestly. Welcome to the stream for those people that just joined. Anyways, right. Shall we move it on? Who should we do now? We could finish off TCD and do Diamond. I think that's fair enough. I think that's a fair play to say. Here's Diamond. So, Diamond recently did Codependence, which is actually kind of impressive. But that's like the Zoink Nemesis level. But Diamond hasn't really done much in recent time. I mean, did he beat Acheron yet? No, he still hasn't beaten Acheron. He's gonna verify Zerflyer, but that is not gonna be top 1 anymore. So, I don't know if we can really take that into account right now. You beat Cancer. Oh, wait, that quick? Already? I swear you were just talking to me about this. Yo, congrats. Congrats. That's actually, I'm really happy for you if you beat Cancer. That's... Bro, I'm really happy for you. Congrats. Everyone send hearts in the chat for that. But anyways, Diamond, move on. Wait, no, wait, is Diamond on the... Hold on, why is Diamond from Albania? Or is this is a different Diamond? Who is no, this is TCD Diamond. Is he from Albania? Wait, guys, is this Lord I didn't know? Is this Lord I didn't know? Is Diamond from Albania, or is he just got himself from as an Albanian? Because this is blowing my mind if he genuinely is. He's Albanian? What? How did I not know this? Why did I just think he was American? What? Okay. I did not. What? He's from Albania, but he lives in the US. Okay. I did not notice. What? How did I not notice? Half Albanian and raised in the US for most of his life. Okay. Well, new lore. Right. But anyways, yes, okay. He's been Silent Clubstep, Avernus, and Slaughterhouse. So he has some hard achievements. But they're few and far between. Obviously verified Sukupan circles, but that's like past now. We can't really take that into account for these upper tiers. He definitely why did we move Purell? I don't know. I think I would put Purell there. I don't know where he was before. I think I agree with that, but where did Diamond go? Here. I think Diamond should be in Pro. Above Space UK. He's just done more stuff. Probably above Technical as well. He's just got more to his name. And above someone like Zeronium and Diamond Splash. I don't know if I want to say above Septagon from what we've... Because, like, Septagon did Orochi. Like, and a bunch of other stuff, like, with really impossible levels. Silent Acropolis runs as well. I think that's fair. I think the Diamond caps out there. Which makes me want to lower Cursed. Like, Cursed is just a wave trick. Like, genuinely, have I been, like... Should I lower Cursed more? Like, I swear I've been overrating him so much. Because I don't want to put him above Garbag, but I also don't want to put Garbag above Cursed. I'm in this weird, like, state here. Where do I... Okay, I'm gonna keep this... Renea, Diamond verified top 1, yeah, but it was, like, ages ago. Like, sure, like, in history, he's higher. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna move Diamond above Septagon. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. That seems really weird in my mind, but honestly, that is where I think. That's where I think. Also, I'm gonna low-key, I'm gonna do this. No, I'm gonna keep that. No, I'm gonna do that. I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna swap them. Anyways, next player. Who shall we do? Who do you guys want to see done? I'll let you guys decide the next one. 1, 2, 3, wait. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Wait, okay, we still have a decent bit to go. Get Tricky out of there, he's my op. What is the beef? What is the beef lore there? Hover, Serpenticle, nickname. Denny, nickname. Clone. Servax, we've done Servax. Servax is on there. Paco, Servax is one person. Hover, okay, I've seen a bunch of Hover. We'll do Hover. Hover is another recent one. I don't know why the quality's so low there. Let's pull up Hover. And then let's also... I think Hover's name is just Hover on the list. Yeah. Australian player, right? Hover is cracked. Okay, we have Nullscapes, which is a top 10. So that immediately puts him quite high. Okay. We have Silent Clubstep. We have Acheron. And then we have stuff like Slaughterhouse, Sukuban Circles. Like, they don't really matter for top play. Like, I'm not saying that these things are, like, easy achievements or anything. But, like, when we're talking about, like, the better half of this list, it really only matters when we get to, like, Slaughterhouse difficulty. Or beyond that. He's cracked. And then, obviously, we have the Silent... Sorry, I'm getting amazed by the 9 hours of Hover. This is kind of tempting to click on this. But, I'll save that 9-hour video for later. Anyways, top 5 verifications. Silent Acropolis, 62%, 35 to 100. It says top 5, but like everyone agrees that this is probably in contention to be in the big 3 right now on the demon list. So that is some crazy progress, and keep in mind that he only has the wave to do. Granted, that wave is probably the hardest part in Silent Acropolis. So maybe not the hardest, but I mean, it's got the most frame perfect things, and I will say, frame perfects don't mean difficulty. I mean, they do mean difficulty, but they don't like mean that this part's harder than the other because it's more frame perfect. So it doesn't work like that. But it's a good point of reference that part's gonna be a struggle. However, that's still like one part only. So that's a really incredible achievement. So where would we rank Hover? Like, I want to say that Hover is above Jesse. I also want to say that with that progress, he's above Chop Blocks. Now, let's compare Cuatrocientos here. Because Cuatrocientos, other than the big one, which is Flame Wall, a lot of these are just like okay achievements for top player wise. That's a lot of achievements, but not any too big. So I think he goes to the top of High Pro. Welcome Other Bean to the stream. But I think that he's genuinely probably the highest of the high pros. I don't think he's top player material yet. Okay, my dogs are barking. We're gonna ignore them. Hopefully you can't hear them too much in the phone through my microphone. But anyways, yeah. I think he's top of high pro until he beats Silent Acropolis. I think when he beats Silent Acropolis, which I have no doubt that he will. Gosh, my dog is going crazy. He is going to be a top player. I think he genuinely will be. But I do not think he is currently because I want to see that. I want to see that he can follow through with completions before I want to do that. So I think top of high pro is fair enough. Over is linked a frame perfect video Silent Acropolis. Yeah, I've seen it. I brought it up here. Hover High Pro, obviously better than Cuatrocientos, obviously worse than R Shadow. Yeah, I agree. That's actually what I have here. Below R Shadow, above Cuatrocientos. I think this is a fair treatment here. I feel like Doggy's grief skill boost is a little overrated, and I think Hover's done a lot more to prove his current skill. But I mean, Doggy's done other stuff like Doggy has done other stuff than grief. He's done good runs on Tidal Wave, and he's beaten stuff like Cosmos or Kog'Maw, right? So like I feel like he is Tira. Okay. How do I say your name? I'm gonna say Tira for now, but like welcome to the stream. Since you're here, we might as well do you, right? We might as well put you here. I believe you're one of the top Brazilian players, like is it second? No, Russian. Okay. I saw Russian Brazilian for some reason when I was like researching this. But anyways, or no, this is a different one. Hold on, bro. Can we bring it up here? I saw this Brazilian GD player. Yeah, I don't know why it says Russian there, but maybe you can insight me there. Anyways, Acheron 36. We have some Acheron runs here. Unnerf Sukupen Circles is the main one. The Unnerf Sukupen Circles progress is crazy. Do you think anyone else deserves Not Human? If we go back here, I think that Nethermind is soon going to be in Not Human. And I think Trick, if he beat his stuff, would be Not Human. And I think Dovin and Wordy have the potential to go into Not Human if they keep playing at the same pace. However, for now, I don't think anyone else is. I think these are the main two. Anyways, Levi's every top 1 player joining. I'm cooked, we'll do you next. We'll do you after. But, oh wait, you're live, right? Are you reacting to this right now? At the same pace. Okay. Right. So, where are we gonna put you? Okay. So, let's go back to videos. Okay. There's some crazy run, like, unnerfed top 10s, the old Orochi 38 to 100. That's a really big run. I don't know how much runs compare with other levels of Orochi, because didn't, like, Septicon do a 9 to 100 run? Like, okay, so I don't know how that much that works. Do you have a playlist going over your heart? Okay, we can look at this. Which we have VSC, so it shows that you do stuff that aren't just like normal levels. Okay. And okay, that's noise. Okay, this is gonna be a hard one. Okay, unnerf Sakupin Circle 66%. Like, I know that the way that Sakupin Circles works, it's kind of hard to judge progress on. I think that, where do we want to say? Like, I'm thinking in this pro range, probably in the upper, like, the upper echelon of this pro range. I think, obviously, I think no matter what, let's just say here, no matter what, I think you're better than everyone listed before this. I don't think I need a debate on any of those people. Now, if we look at the stuff again, right? How would this compare? I think that honestly, this might be where I place. Like, these are attempt world record on Kinos is kind of insane. And Slaughterhouse. I think maybe, let me just get a refresher on what Cursed is beat. I can see you going above Curse is being Acheron as well. Okay, Curse has done more than I thought. I think that's fair. Is Grief 27% in 2 days fight? That is kind of crazy, but I feel like Grief's very, like, I don't know where, we don't really know how hard Grief is, I feel like. It's kind of hard to judge progress on Grief specifically, especially with how long the level is. Curse should be around Doobs Loki. He got dropped 100 on Thinking Space 2 in a week of playing. I feel like Thinking Space 2 is a weird one, but from what people say, it's like you can get a lot of runs on the level, and you can get really deep runs from 0, but it's like actually finishing it off and beating it, which is the challenge, which is what we've seen from people like Trick and Netherminds. That's what they're struggling on. No, keep me there. Okay, well, I think this is fair. You're like bang in the middle. You're like the most middle person on this list of all time. But anyways, Z Levi time. Okay. Oh god, did I spell it like that? Is not how you spell it. But anyways, we shall do Z Levi now. Z Levi. Okay, we figured out which one of the cats are. The two of the grand four cats are here. So, anyways, obviously Z Levi is cracked at the game and has a lot of stuff to go over, so we might be here a bit with him. Well, anyways, let's see. Wait, I'm looking to actually beat the stuff I play instead of me just getting progress. I hope I get better with time. Thanks, Garcia. No problem. Okay, anyways. Right. You've done some crazy stuff. I feel like it's easier to bring up the thing here. Like 5th in the world. Let's just say getting 5th on Pointer Crate is a crazy achievement in of itself. Look at how many levels are here. Look how many legacy are here. That is a genuine crazy achievement already. Tom Scary Blur, yeah. Flame Ball, crazy achievement, right? And honestly took way less time than I thought it would for you. Acheron, Spectre are the two main ones, right? They're two big ones. And then normally I would say that anything in Kyuki, anything below Slaughterhouse doesn't matter much, but what is this many? When there's like this many stuff, it has to, I mean, it has to reach for something, right? And keep in mind, Killer Stellar, did that get rated recently? Or is that still unrated? But anyways, this is a top 15. Maybe even top 10. I think it's in that 10 to 15 range. It's the same as Andromeda. But the 72%, like 3 weeks ago, that was like when it happened. That's crazy. Over halfway into Thinking Space 2. A lot of good runs and stuff. Weren't you first Victor Golingus Adventures, I swear? Chill, a very hard achievement. There's obviously stuff after Flame Wall, like Kino's Cosmos. And then 39, okay, a bunch of runs on the title. 55 to 100 is the main one. How long did you spend on this? Do you, like, say? Like, 37k? For that, isn't that bad. That's pretty good. I think, okay, for Z Levi, I think I want to put you... I think I want to put you in the top player. So I think you're in the top player range. Currently, I think on the lower half of this top player range. I think that, like, again, everyone past Taigo is kind of... has either really, really good runs in the top one, or 38 to 90 yesterday. Okay, that's pretty impressive. But, like, everyone here, the thing is, you already have Flame Wall, so, like, it's not even just you're doing Tidal Wave as a hardest, because you're not. You've got a top 3, the second hardest level even, in the bag already. Which, you're basically Cuatrocientos if he actually beat other stuff that was near the Flame Wall range. So, and that automatically qualifies you for top player. I think you're... I don't think... Because, again, everyone past Taigo and Trick is either getting progress on a future top 1 that's really good. They're either dominating the list at a rate we haven't seen, or they've nearly beaten the top 1 level currently. So I think this is currently fine. Doggy is really good player, but Doggy's just taking too long on grief for me to reasonably, like, put him at the higher end of a top player range. So that's why Doggy's there. But I think that's a fair range for Z Levi. I think you're very close to Taigo. I think this is like a very, very interchangeable like tier. Like one day I could think you're here, and one day I could think you're here. But for now, I think this is fair. I hope you're happy with your placement and not disappointed. I'm sorry if you are, but I think that this is the list. I've been spared. Okay, you're happy, right? Okay, so, shall we move on? Who do we want to do next? I'll let you guys decide this time. I'll let you guys decide. If Cursed played more, maybe he'd be better than Liv. Okay, I don't agree with that, but I think Cursed, if he just actually played, would be a lot higher than he currently is. I can agree with that. By the way, we're averaging over 100 people watching this stream. That's genuinely crazy. Like, how? Like, what? I'm actually flabbergasted by that. Nuggies donated. This is a crazy stream. I know the last one was crazy, but this is... I can't believe it. Rose, Jules, Kaloon, A6, Zoe, Kaza, A6, Da Tomato. Da Tomato, not Vorton. Da Tomato. I think we could... Okay. Everyone's saying A6, but Da Tomato makes me want to do... Okay. Literally everyone is saying A6. So how about we do A6 first, and then we'll do Da Tomato after. We'll do A6. Okay, guys. You have to help me out. Which of the cats is A6? I think it's this one. Something tells me that the egg one is A6. But these are all cats. I could be wrong. Why has everyone got a cat profile? Why is Kaza a fake cat? Like, I don't... It's so confusing. Is it just something with top level play? You just have to... Is that why Zoink has furry paws? Is there something I'm not getting here with top play? Yep, yeah. Okay, right. We're good. A6. Let's pull up A6 on the stat viewer. A6 is another really crazy player. Like, really crazy. He's at the tier of how do these guys exist? Okay. So, Subsuming Vortex beaten, okay? Let's just say, if he's beaten Subsuming Vortex, and a bunch of other stuff, it puts him, like, unquestionably in the high pro tier, right? I feel like with everything other than, like, Anathema, Vernus, Acheron, and Subsuming Vortex, that puts him at least in the high pro tier. Andromeda put onto that, which is a near top 10. And then also we have Tidal Wave. Tidal Wave is obviously super hard level. We have entered a new era now with currently beaten levels, but Tidal Wave is at the top of that old era. Still an amazing achievement. He is genuinely cracked at the game. if we go look at his actual channel bot, we can see that he's got Vehemence progress. That's the main one. He's the verifier of Vehemence. I know there's others, like, technically Serpenticle and other people were, but he's the only one that really did actual progress. And this is top 1, so we have to keep in mind he's one of the ones that's verifying a top 1. He's got it in 2 runs, and he's went in a month from doing 24 to 69 to 40 to 100 to 24 to 79 to 41 and 100. Okay, he has been playing it for a while, so like I think he's in the top player contention, just like everyone else. But I kind of want to see. I need to see more. Like, okay, I want to put him above Dog. He's definitely above Doggy and our Shadow. I do think that he's above Z Levi currently with that progress. It's just, like, there isn't too much to his name. The stuff that there is really impressive, but there isn't too much. If we go back to Z Levi. Okay. Actually, why don't we go back to Taigo more? We'll go back to Taigo. Is Taigo not there? Taigo's hardest earned tidal wave is Avernus and Acheron. Avernus and Acheron, okay? A6 is Andromeda, Subsuming Vortex, Anathema, Avernus, Acheron, right? A lot more, and is verifying a top 1. Maybe above. Maybe above. He has been playing it. How long has Taigo been playing? You're not Taigo. Who are you? Millennial Taigo. Anyways. He's been playing it for longer by the looks of things. So, but not by too much. And again, he also doesn't have too much earn. I think that's fair. I think A6 above Taigo for now is fair. But Taigo also is 86%. There's a lack of quality completions for A6, but the stuff he's beaten and done in the game is so hard, I think it earns him top 5. I can see that. Personally, and then again, if you look at Servax... Oh wait, no, Servax was the one that was like a Mizu, right? Tidal Wave, Anathema, Avernus, Acheron, Spectre. Okay. I think I've overrated Servax on the list. But then he did Penumbral. I'm forgetting he did Penumbral. I think I'm gonna do this. I think I'm gonna do that. Currently, I think this is what I'm doing. I think that all 3 of these are all 3 of these people, even Z Levi maybe, are on the cusp of passing Trick. We are like a couple months away from them all getting better Trick. Obviously, I think once A6 gets a bit more progress on Vehemence, I'll put him above Trick. Once Taigo verifies sweeping them in 2, I'll put him above Trick. When Z Levi finishes off Tidal Wave, I think he's got enough to go over Trick. Servax is a bit iffy, like currently he's in the middle range, but he isn't seeming to do much in the future. But he could. I think if he builds up enough, he'll pass Trick. I think I'm good with that. I think I'm gonna say this currently. For now. Okay, what is disconnecting? What actually, what is disconnecting? Okay. I think I'm happy with that. We could revisit. What is disconnecting? Wait, hold on, guys. My My mouse is going through issues right now. It's having a bit of a seizure and isn't even wanting to function. It doesn't like how the list is currently placed, but it's gonna have to deal with it. Okay. Plug it back in. We're good now. Right. Let's move on. I'm gonna ignore this now, okay? We're gonna stop talking about this top player range. I'm fine with how it is now. We can revisit it at the end, okay? We'll go to Tomato Guy, which I believe is Vorten. I might be wrong. Vorten's popped off recently. Like, I do not remember him being the 8th ranked player in the game. Since when was that? Since when was that? I think that's actually genuinely crazy. Bubawamba, Avernus, Acheron. Now, is Vorten playing anything right now? Collapse. Progress on Nullscape, but it was 2 months ago. And he considers Bubawamba like a crazy, crazy thing. Which makes me think he's around this lower high pro end. I'll put him above Dubs because, like, he's just got a lot of stuff to his name currently. But I think that's fair, because keep in mind, WizKid's got more progress on Nullscapes, and he's also got progress on Bubawamba, so they're very even, but WizKid is also, like, one of the best players in a couple skill sets, which, Vorten is not. So I think that's fair. I think that's a fair place. He's really cracked. Again, that's why he's in high pro. I think that's currently fair. Maybe. Hopefully. We'll see. But people like chop blocks. But above people like chop blocks. I think you guys don't understand how hard Africa Circles is. Vorten's one of the most consistent players currently. He never dropped a single level except for some verification. That is pretty good. Whoa! Thanks for the $2, $2 US, Luke. Can we get Rain GMD above Dubs? Like, what's going on? We haven't even got to him yet. Just wait. But, yeah, thank you so much for that. Genuinely, thank you so much from that. I can't believe that I'm at the point where people, like, actually, like, donate stuff or care enough to donate. That's genuinely crazy. Thank you so much. But anyways, shall we move on? Who should we go? Actually, okay, I want to talk about No Name. I get No Name and nickname mixed up. GDS. Is he called No Name? Or is he... I'll just put Eternal Silence, because that's what you know him for. No Name. No Name has verified... he's not verified. No, he hasn't yet. He's verifying Eternal Silence, okay? 100% accuracy in one death, or one death run is crazy. Actually crazy. Vorten above E-Shark. Did I not put him above E-Shark? I guess I didn't. Well, what is E-Shark beaten other than... Hold on. It's just look at the sheer quantity that E-Shark's beaten. Like, there's a lot there. I think I'm fine with that. But I think being really consistent means he has great potential. Also 71% on Eternal Silence. Okay. No Name. I don't know what the community consensus for No Name is right now. Or not No Name, but like Eternal Silence's difficulty. From what I know, is potentially top 1. But I feel like out of all the levels, this one is the least likely to be top 1. Because it's the only one that I've seen people kind of debate on whether it's top 1 or not. every other one, everyone's kind of objectively agreed it's harder than TS2. I swear I've seen some debate on whether this would be top 1 or not. But even if that's the case, this is still really crazy. And also, he was the one that beat the original Sorry Never Clear. Which, I believe, if we go to the unrated demon list, that is a crazy achievement. Because you look at the UDL, it is number 1 on the list, okay? It's above Unnerved Sakupin Circles, which some people believe is top 10. It's above Ultra Paracosm, which is a potential top 15. It's above Orochi, which would be like a low-end top 10. But it's below Thinking Space 2. Which means this genuinely, like, could be... Like, where do we think this level specifically could be? Because figuring out how hard this is can also give us an idea on how good this guy is. Terra Science is top 1 to 3. Yeah, it's around that range as the ones we currently have. I think that this is probably then, like, we could just estimate top 5. Let's just be safe and go in the middle, and this would be, like, top 5 on current list. That's a crazy achievement. Add on to the fact that No Name has done Total Silence. Has No Name got, like, any records on the list? He's also done Silent Clubstep, Acheron, and Abyss of Darkness. So No Name is definitely a high pro. Okay, I think he's definitely at least a high pro, but he's doing a top level. So, like, he could be top player. Like, I think he is top player, actually. I don't know. Why am I saying he's in the same range as Hover? Why? I don't know. No Name, welcome to stream. We're just talking about you. I think... I covered you as well when you did that, this. What have you done other than, like, okay, Abyss of Darkness was your hardest, and you immediately went for way harder stuff. Okay. I want to put you in top player. Just ask the guy himself at this point. I want to put you a top player, but I just don't know where. Like, I feel like I need to see if you beat Eternal Silence, and it ends up being, like, top 1 or 2. I would put you above, like, Doggy, and you're in the contention of this, like, lower end, this, like, middle part with Taigo and Z Levi. But for now, I just want to put you at the bottom of top player, because, like, we don't know. But this is still an incredible achievement. How hard is Eternal? Top 1 to 3, apparently. Right? It's the only one of the future top ones that, like, has the potential to be top 1 instead of blatantly top 1, but that's still a crazy achievement. I think that saying top player is not a stretch at all. I think it's just placing him any higher than the current top 10s. But, I would like to hear, since you're here, you can tell us how hard you think the level is, maybe? Or where you think you should place? If you want to. If you want to, that is. But, I think for now I'm fine with this. Honestly, I think you have the potential to, like, be at this higher end. Like, honestly. But, just off of current showings, I just want to be safe and say the bottom. But yeah, that's currently my consensus around the placement. Who else do we have left? We have... Okay, we have, like, from everyone that I can name off by heart. Okay, we have a couple. We have a couple more. Let's just do... We can do Serpenticle. We can do Serpenticle. So she is currently verifying a top 15. It was top 10 and she nerfed it. Tunneler of Serpenticle. It's now going to be around top 15 in difficulty. So that's pretty cool. And we also have stuff like Gagatronda done. Now, the crazy thing was that the Cosmos jump, right? Jump from Renevant and Cosmos was crazy. And also verified Misfortune, which is a top 30 at the time, which went unrated. And then beat Anathema. Again, Anathema is a crazy achievement. Also, Avernus done, which is crazy. Nowadays, I think before, like a year or two ago, like a year ago, Serpenticle was higher. Now, not so much. Now it's like now she isn't as high, but she's still a really good player. Like better than any like these people. I think. I think this is my ranking here, like mid pro. I say like a mid pro, like yeah, like the middle of the middle pro here. I think that's fair. If Tunnel Serpenticle stay top 10, I think that she could have been higher. But I think mid pro for now is a fair estimate. Drew Rose, he's good at spam and a top player. Isn't that everyone now? Apparently. We'll do Rose. We'll do Rose then. Here's Rose. Now, Rose is one of the couple of people that recently started doing massive runs on Tidal Wave. 87 and 22 to 100. Rose is at the skill to do Tidal Wave, okay? Rose is at the skill to do Tidal Wave. Other than that, Unnerved Slaughterhouse is kind of crazy, if that's true. Unnerved Sakuban Circles, I think that's the main one. That's like the main one. First to do Unnerved Sakuban Circles, which again, crazy. Serpenticle got our PC taken away at the worst time possible. Yeah. Serpenticle's in my. I don't know. Actually, I think Serpenticle left my Discord, but yeah, I was around when that happened. Deathling Sakuban Circle 70% is kind of crazy, but we can't really consider that. Anathema, Tunnel of Despair, Cosmos, Avernus, Abyss of Darkness. These are like top heavy. Like Akron. Rose is crazy, way better than I thought. What? Okay, Rose unironically is like the higher end of high pro. Let me pull up Rose. I want to compare Rose and Jessie. Abyss Darkness, Defeated Circles, Acheron, Avernus, Anathema, Silent Club Step. And Jessie Gaming has Acheron, Spectre, Slaughter. Okay, yeah. I think even though that Rose hasn't beaten Tidal Wave, yeah, I think Rose is a higher end as Jessie. I think that's where I want to place Rose for now. If Rose beat, well, no, maybe above Chop Blocks. Like, I'm kind of forgetting. Chop Blocks hasn't done much other. I mean, Andromeda's crazy, but I feel like Tidal Wave and Africa Circles are like comparable in difficulty. I think this is where I want to say currently. Do nickname? Or we can do nickname. Guys, we still have some cats here. Tell me which one's nickname. I think it's this one. My cat detecting skills tell me this is nickname, but I may be wrong. So please tell me. Rose below Quattrocientos is an insane take. Well, I think Rose is like the raw skill higher than Quattrocientos, but Rose needs to beat something. Like, if Rose beats Tidal Wave, I'll put Rose above Quattrocientos. But Quattrocientos Flame Wall completion, like, gives points. Again, I'm taking into account completions as like more important than doing runs on levels. Yes, I know all the cats. I would hope you would know your family members, bro. The cat PFP family. Right. Let's do nickname. I believe nickname's name is just nickname on the stats figure. Yes. Top 15 player. Andromeda, Avernus, Acheron, Tunnel of Despair. What is the recent stuff with nickname? Green Bullet. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. Nickname's the Green Bullet person. Somehow I forgot Green Bullet in one of my videos that I was talking about, like, top 10 levels or top 5 levels. Green Bullet 86% and Green Bullet in 1 death. So nickname's just as close, if not actually probably closer than No Name is to beating Eternal Silence. Kind of funny the names interact there. But yeah, I think that this is the level that got like changed from like top 50, yeah, top 15, top 10, top 5. This is crazy progress, crazy work on a level that could be hard on Tidal Wave, and beating stuff like Andromeda and stuff. Nickname's really good at the game. Okay, Nickname is kind of like Rose, if Rose actually. But then the thing is that Nickname's actually further to beating Green Bullet than Rose is at Tidal Wave, and Green Bullet could be harder. And Nickname's 15 on the stat sphere, and Rose is a lot lower at 30. So I think that all that tells me that I would place Nickname here. Hover is making quicker progress on Silent Acropolis, and that could be in the contention of top 3, so I don't want to put Nickname above Hover. But I think that's fair. I think that is where I want to place Nickname. Why Trick not the same tier as Zoink though? Because he doesn't finish his completions. If he finished Amethyst and finished off Thinking Space 2, I would have him here. But he hasn't, so I'm putting him there. Nickname is Crazy Fluke from 42 Andromeda. That's true. There's actually multiple people that have fluked Andromeda, which is crazy. I guess that's like a flukeable level now, somehow. But yeah, that was a crazy fluke. Or was it 42? It was in the 40s, that's all I know, I think. Who should we do next? We should get... Do we do Vertop? I think we can do I'm sorry? Why does Rose have a watch business? What? Okay, let's do Vertop. Vertop's the mobile player, so again, I know we're gonna be considering... Now, keep in mind, if this was considering the difficulty of mobile achievements, I would be putting people higher. Like, I would be putting Max FS a lot higher, but we're talking about just, like, current GD skill, in general, like, at the top play that you can do, so I'm treating these the same as PC achievements, but, like, know that in terms of raw skill, doing this on mobile is a lot harder than a lot of people. But, Vertop's one of the few people that don't just play on, mobile, I believe. Like, if we go to... Maybe I'm wrong here. But Vertop beat Andromeda, which was not on mobile. This was on PC. Which is kind of... Which shows that Vertop has the potential to be at this high level. But I currently am not going to put him there because of those achievements. We have all the Azure Flare progress, right? Which this was going to be top 1. But, I don't know, like, how do I take into account Azure Flare progress? I don't know, look, I'm getting tired. I don't know, what do you guys think? This is one of the ones where I'm actually gonna ask for your guys' opinion, because I genuinely don't know. I don't know with Vertop. Where am I at for real? Yeah, we should put you on there. I mean, we could. The limbo tier, yeah, exactly. The limbo tier. But yeah, I want your guys' opinion on this, because this is one of the few that I just genuinely don't know where I'd put him. I think he's, I mean, the fact that he could beat Andromeda makes me want to say pro. Maybe, like, here? Above Max Dash. I think Max Dash is the better mobile player, but Vertop's also done stuff on PC. So, whoa, thanks for the $5, Jag. Actually, thank you so much. That's crazy. That's one, I think that's honestly one of the highest I've ever been donated. I think it's around $5. That's crazy. Thank you so much for that. Oh my goodness, I actually can't believe that. Thank you so much. Yeah, W Dono Alley, yeah. Thank you so much. Right. Vertop, where? Vertop is wave carried, is he? Bottom of high pro I'm seeing. Which is kind of where I have him here, so maybe we're like good putting him here. And since it seems like no one knows, I think I'm gonna just leave him there. I'm gonna leave him there. I think I'm fine with that anyways. Who should we do now? We could do Clune's like one of the last really, really good players that we haven't like touched on. So, we might as well. Clune's number 7, best player in Finland. That's kind of crazy. So we should probably talk about Clune here. Clune has done Anathema, Acheron, Kyuki. Okay, Clune's one of the ones that the achievements aren't as impressive as a lot of other people, but Clune has done so much. Like, look at this. So many. So many stuffers here, which is why Clune's 7. Tomato. Tomato is the top player. Tomato. But the fact that literal Tomato can be high pro is already amazing. So I think we're pushing it a bit by putting him any higher. Clone doesn't have a top 10. Yeah, it looks like Clone doesn't. I mean, we can go on to Clone's channel here. Okay, Clune's a verified kill. Okay, Clune actually verified Kill Stellar. I didn't actually know that. I did, but I kind of forgot. I kind of forgot about this level, honestly. But Clune's got progress. Like, Clune's got 64 in quantity processing and has beaten a potential top 15. So like, Clune has a shot at being like Clune's at a higher grade than his hardest, right? So I think this is another case of saying high pro. I wanna say what, a top 15 plus what did we say? Did we say Andromeda or did we say Anathema? Anathema. I wanna say Clune's there for now. Like a mid high pro tier. Can we agree? Higher than Taiga? You guys are saying crazy. You're like putting a mid top player. We see like how is the attempt counts crazy on Clune? How many attempts did Anathema take as the new hardest? Half a year ago, so semi. Okay, 22,000. Okay. I'm seeing the reason here. 22,000 is kind of insane. The 43. Okay, I'm seeing. I'm seeing the reason here. And how much Killer Stellar? 34. Oh, okay. These attempts are crazy, so honestly, like, I'll move Clune above these people. I'm not putting him above Nickname, and I'm not putting him above Cuatrocientos, but I'll move him up there. I'll move him to the higher end of High Pro, but even with those, I need to see, like, actual, like, proof. I need to see actual completions of harder stuff to put him in top player. Year and that's yeah. Cervax is genuinely crazy. That's why Cervax is mid top player. I don't know how Cervax can do that. Oh, welcome M-Dog to the stream. Clue needs to be under Taigo. What is he talking about? Yeah, I mean, I think the attempts show, like, Clune's attempts clearly show that he could be in the top player if he just, like, did the harder stuff. And Killer Stellar is proof that, like, he's willing to verify stuff and, like, tackle hard stuff, but I need to see those completions before I can realistically put him higher, right? Again, I think as the chat, I feel like everyone, like, Rose and onwards, I think everyone has a shot at being top player if they actually tried. Even Chopbox, maybe. But I need to see that before I can actually put them there. Anyways, who are we gonna talk about now? Who do we want to say? I could do Slaughter. I think Slaughter's relatively high on the list, right? Number 10. Is this not him? I think. Maybe. Wrong button. Yeah, this is Slaughter. Right player. Anyways. Right. Where are we placing Slaughter? Number 10 on the demon list, we have Andromeda, Tunnel of Despair, Kyuki, Slaughterhouse, Deimos. Okay, so again, a lot of these list points are coming from quantity over quality. Andromeda is still pretty impressive. Depends on how recent these achievements are, though. Like, if we look at this, Slaughter's doing stuff at a very fast rate. Like, in a month, Tunnel of Despair, Poo Cubed, and by the way, a month ago, beat Tunnel of Despair as a hardest, and then 9 days ago, Andromeda is a hardest. This is crazy progression. This is crazy progression. A lot of completions in quick fashion. Some are harder than others. I can see this in High Pro. I would need. I think he's below Jesse. And East Shark. I think no, but like WizKid is crap. Like WizKid nearly beat Nullscapes. Like I need to keep in mind, WizKid is close to beating Nullscapes and has major progress on Boobawamba. That's something that I would need to see stuff at that level for Slaughter to place above. I think Slaughter's low high pro because like I think Slaughter's high pro because this is like so many stuff in so little time at such a quick rate, but currently hasn't got hard enough achievements to put at the higher. But I think if we literally just give a couple months, I can see Slaughter above a bunch of people that are currently placed above him in high pro. I think he could climb to mid pro pretty easily. Yeah, Andromeda is like the main thing with Slaughter. Yeah, Yeah, the thing is, Andromeda's the main thing. While with a couple people in this high pro category, Andromeda's an additional thing and not a main thing. Put Vernosis higher. We could. Low key, Vernosis lock in, and you can get into extended tier if you lock in. You could unironically get on here. You just need to actually lock in and eat the extremes. But anyways, we have a couple more people. Where do we want to place these people? Wait, how long has the stream been going on for, by the way? This has been going on for an hour and 20. I think we could blast for a couple of these and get this video done. I think I'm losing my voice a bit, but I think if we blast through these, we could get through everything today. Person human next. Yeah, we can do person human next. Person human again is quantity over quality. A lot of these levels are really easy levels, but he's very consistent. And he beat Slaughterhouse. It's more like the amount of extremes he's beaten more than anything. Let's go back to the demon list. If it can load. Do Thunder? We can do Thunder after. Stats viewer. Person human. Right. Honestly, a lot more than I thought in this higher range. Slaughterhouse, Firework, Minus Dry, Apocalypse, Trilogy, Hallucination. Right, okay. From what I'm seeing there, he's main list level. Like, These are really hard stuff, but it seemed like he was really proud of Slaughterhouse, and that makes me think there was a major achievement, and that's still that main list ability. So, wait, where'd he go? Here. I think putting him there, I think I have him there is actually pretty fine. I think that's a pretty good rating for him. Obviously, quantity, like, he goes here, but, like, you have to keep in mind, Zeronium has done more extremes than him and has harder completions, like Abyss of Darkness. Bean, what's your hardest? Technically, it's Zodiac, but I've done Minus Dry in 2 runs, I've done Void in 2 runs, I've done Walter White in 2 runs, I've done Tartarus in 3, I've done Sinister Silence in 2, I've done Minus Dry in 2, Edge of Destiny in 2. I've done a lot of stuff in 2 runs. A lot of stuff in just 2. I never beat stuff. Anyway, you did not put him below Emrek. Okay. Emrek beat Slaughterhouse and Cosmos, like, instantly. I don't think you understand how quick he beat that, and how quick he beat stuff like Unknown. He is way... Like, his wave skill is way up there, which I think carries him a bit, but keep in mind that every other one of his, icons, not, like, his ball skill, his UFO skill, and everything, is like, it's like here. He's like bottom extent. He might not even be there, okay? But just how sheer good he is at wave puts him there. Anyways, right. Okay, who do we do next? We do Jules. We do Jules maybe. I think that's right. My thing disconnected and I just maybe put GD. Jules, 12 days ago, skipping circles. I did not know that Jules did that. Oh wait, I forgot. I said I would do someone after it. I didn't. It doesn't matter. We'll do Mizuki after. I'll get to them all anyways. I need to look at Jules's profile. Is it I'm Jules or Jules? Might just be Jules. It's none of them. I guess we're never gonna find out. Right, okay, Science Circles was a top 15. Oh, that's 15%. There isn't really much to I'm Jules. I mean, some crazy achievements, but other than that... Science Club Step 66%. And Science Club Step 67%. And 74%. Alright, okay. And 75. Okay, I don't actually know much about I'm Jules, but okay, that's something. Actually, I'm just B Silent Club Step. Just like main list at this point. The fact that Silent Club Step got completed makes me want to put above main. I mean, it seemed no. There's too many. Like I put person human. Maybe top of main list. Maybe like there. And I'll move one Alpha Helix down there as well. I think that's fair. I think she should go there. Right. Rain. You guys probably don't know Rain. UK player. I wanted to bring up Rain. This is not Rain. Bro. Okay. We're just gonna look at the porno crate thing. Cause, Rain is this one. Okay. Now, this looks normal, right? Like, it just looks like a normal player. But I want to just point out here how fast this guy progressed, okay? If we look here... The plunge is the new hardest. Instantly, by the way. 4 months ago. Actually, did Midnight... Wait, new hardest minute. Did Midnight 5 months ago was the hardest. Then a month later did the Plunge as the hardest. Then a month later did Saul Goodman as the hardest. And then got 90% on Chill the next month, which I beat Chill the next month, which is another hardest. Like, 3 months in a row, back to back to back hardests. And then also beat Solar Flare recently, and is beating a bunch of this stuff in this, like, top 50, like, the mid-50s range. That's crazy. Currently, I think he's still main list in skill. I still think he's, like, here in skill. But that is still... I can't not, like, brush over that. That is a crazy progression. But he obviously hasn't done a lot of the stuff that other people have. So, I'm gonna, for now, put him there. I think that's fair. I think that's fair. By the way, I haven't pointed it out. This is just a rock. I think this is like Phobos or Deimos to Moon. I accidentally put that image in. I still had it saved from when I made a video on Hybrid. Let's just forget that exists. Let's move on to Paco. Right, I need to get through these quickly because like I'm getting my voice getting tired. I need to get through this quickly. Paco hasn't done much recently. Solar Flare, Acheron, Cosmos, Super Circles. Obviously was a top player at her time. Now, not as much. Still crazy achievements to put in the pro category, but probably below a lot of the current people. I would say mid-pro now. Obviously would have been a high pro before. Maybe even top player. That was years ago. Now we're looking at this high pro tier. I think that's fair. Hopefully we agree. Next up, right, you guys wanted me to do... who do you guys want me to do? It was... Thunder. Thunder's the other cat here. Thunder, really good player, was... Why did I think it was gonna just come up when I just put Thunder? Thunder was playing the really hard Acheron one, like the stupidly hard Acheron one, right? Not Acheron, what am I saying? The Heliopolis. Where is the demon list? Thunder was playing stupid Heliopolis, the top one Heliopolis, okay? So that has to be for something. The progress wasn't like the biggest, but it was still kind of great. Is this the right Thunder, or is this like Big Thunder? This is Big Thunder. Who is like a different, that's like the other really cool, the really good Thunder. There's like multiple really good Thunders, but we're currently talking about this Thunder. Mute this kid. Who do you want me to, who's speaking? Doesn't seem to be anything wrong in chat. Okay, yeah, it doesn't matter. Anyways, yeah. Acheron, Gagachonda, Waterfall, Trotto. A lot of quantity over quality. Now, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, Thunder's really cracked at the game. There are like 3 Thunders who are high level players. Yeah, that's true, bro. That's genuinely crazy. Like, I don't know why that... There's also top tier Roblox players that are, hold on, I see what you guys mean. Anyways. Yeah, I would say pro, like, bottom, like, just off of the Heliopolis stuff and Acheron. Where in pro? I don't know, probably here. Probably, like, here, I would say. In front of hand problems? Yeah, that's why I had to drop Heliopolis, I believe. It was hand problems. Anyways, who's next? Molike. I don't actually know what to say this guy's name, but let's. Oh my goodness. I swear that was another. The guy literally brung in an alt, brung in an alt to say it. I I mean I congratulate the respect, but like come on. Anyways, whoopsie. Wait, why is this here? Alright. Anyways. Right. Who was it? Who are we talking about? Lolike or whatever. Lolik, bro. Lolik. How do you say this guy's name? I don't actually know. I believe his name's the same. Is it not the same on? Oh, it's Maul. It's Maul. It's Maul. It's Maul. It's Maul. Okay. To dedicate everyone. I can't believe this guy has Kaza as an alt. It's crazy. Okay, guys, say bye-bye to him for a third time. Kaza, don't do it too. Yeah, respect the effort, but anyway, but like, please stop. Like, actually, please stop. Okay, where is this guy on the? Can we get to placing this guy? 60. Yeah, Avertus, Acheron, Abyss of Darkness, defeated circles. Crazy achievements, does it in quick fashion as well. Probably, I mean, move down on. Fine. He's in Vernosis. He's in Vernosis tier. Okay. Are you guys happy? Are you guys happy? He's in Vernosis tier now. Okay. Right. Molly K. Okay. Right. Where are we putting this guy? Okay, I'm gonna put him back to not human now. It's been 5 seconds. You can't tell me to move him down because I did. I did move him down. I did what you guys said. He's going back at top. He's going back at top now. $1 million and I'll put him back to Vernosis tier. Right. Who are we talking about? Molly K. This guy's really cracked. But he hasn't done, like, he's done a couple stuff that's kind of crazy. Makes me want to put him at the bottom of High Pro. Probably not at Dubes' level. Probably around there. If we actually go onto his channel, we can see that he did all these, kind of a while back. So I kind of want to put him there now in Pro. Just because he's going to be passed probably pretty soon by a lot of people. Okay, we're just okay. Should we just move everyone down to extended tier then? Like, I guess everyone should go to extended tier now. Put me on the list or unsubbing. Right, okay. We're pushing too far now. Right, okay. The PZ, or whatever this guy's called. This is the Chilean player that I talked about at the beginning of the stream. He's 18 on the list right now, with Andromeda, Tunnel of Despair, Kyuki. Again, some really hard stuff, and a lot of completions. However, I think that currently, he probably goes similar tier in that, like, high pro range. Andromeda is crazy, is like pretty good, but other than that, we just have a couple main achievements. I think this is good. Like, these guys can tackle top 10s. These guys could, but it seems like it would take a bit more effort. Move everyone up one spot and then down one spot. What would that do? Okay. You guys are just speaking for the sake of speaking now. This chat is already cooked. It really is. Let's do the whatchamacallit. We'll do the South Korean players. The higher ranked one is this person, Radio, who, if we go to Radio's channel here, well, not channel, Pointer Crate account, we have Acheron, Abyss of Darkness, Tunnel of Despair, Kiyuki, Subterminal Point, Slaughterhouse. These are probably, like, these are some crazy achievements, and we have a lot of other stuff. It's kind of this similar edge of, like, the high pro range of, well, yes, they're really cracked, but they're not really pushing themselves to do top 10 stuff. I think I'm gonna move Septagon above Diamond, actually. I think I want to swap that, and I want to say that's where I want to put for the higher end of these pro categories. Move Conics to Goonix tier. Did we just say Goonix? Did we really okay. Okay, I don't mean to be the the Gen Alpha joke person here, but we really just got a message saying move Conics to Goonix tier as soon as the chat hit the 67 people watching. The stream hit 67 people watching, and we got move Conics to Goonix. Right. Move GD Bean down as I'm not even on the list. How would I move me down? Do you want me to go underneath my table? Fine, we'll move. Fine, we'll do. Okay, we'll move me down to under the table tier, and I will rate this next person under my table. Right. Okay. Let's see. Who have we got? I can barely see here. This is a really awkward position. Right. Lania, or Lanikia. I don't know how to say your name. Does that say Andromeda? I think it does. Andromeda, Abyss of Darkness. My back is hurting so. Oh my goodness. Still too high. Okay, if I go lower, I can't even see chat. I can't even see your response. Okay, Abyss of Darkness, Kiyuki, Slaughterhouse, the lightning rod. Okay, so after it seems like we got Andromeda to Slaughterhouse is the completions. Look at that look at this legacy count. Oh my god. I don't think I've ever seen a higher legacy amount in a top 50 player than this. Okay, this is gonna be hard to rank in this. Face cam, please. Okay, guys. Okay, wait. Okay, I'm gonna raise myself back to on my chair tier for this. I might make a poll recently. Move GDB up. I'll start playing. I'm thinking of getting a face cam to do a face reveal. However, I don't know when I want to do it. I'm thinking of 2 times I could do it. I could either do it, when I hit 10k subs, which the channel is growing at a slower rate now in subs, so that might be for a while, but I think 10k is a good round number to do it. Or I could do it when I turn 18, as like an 18 live stream, which is happening now we're in May now, right? So that's like 3 months time. 3 months time we could do that stream, or I could do it at 10k. I don't know what you guys would prefer me to do, but I think one of those two I'm gonna do it. I should probably think of it soon so I can actually announce that, but those are the 2 dates I'm thinking of buying a face cam, a webcam, and doing a face reveal. But anyways, the other Korean player, still goated, but like these are all past achievements. Now not so much. I'm thinking top of pro still. Maybe even below. I'm gonna put you below Garbag, and I'm gonna put you above Garbag. I'm gonna put you above here. I'm gonna say that. If my face isn't a bean, I'm unstubbing. How would my face be a bean? Are you expecting me to be a tin of beans? How does one's face become a bean? Do you expect me to look like... Do you think I'm built like this in real life? Is this what you guys think I'm built like in real life? I hope not. That's Vernosis there. That isn't me. That's Vernosis. I hope that's not what you think I'm like. Right. Anyways, Cookie person. Right. This is top Brazilian player, 11th. Again, so much legacy stuff. Like, this is genuinely crazy amount of legacy stuff. Wait for GD Bean to actually look like a person. I hope you don't need to wait for that. I hope you can just know that. What country am I from? Well, currently I'm living in Scotland. Technically, I am, like, British, but I lived in Spain most of my life. So, like, I don't know. One of the two. Anyways, Andromeda, Anathema, Acheron, Abyss of Darkness, Kyuki, Slaughterhouse. These are some good achievements. Alright, it seems like everyone at this level has beaten Andromeda as their hardest. Why is everyone doing Andromeda, by the hardest? I would say that the fact that Cookie's ranked 11th makes me think that these achievements are weighted more than the rest. Okay. This depends on how recent these achievements are. Like, when did these happen? So the hardest was 7 months ago. British. Okay, guys. Okay. I'm called GD Bean. Where else would you expect me to be from? Right. Okay. I think I want to put Cookie at the top because it seems like they're still beating levels. Personal hardest Anathema. Okay, and Anathema recently. Yeah. So I'm gonna say at the top of pro. Currently. Rank faster. We only have a couple more, okay? We're fine. I think the next person's Mizuki? Is that the name? Nope, that's a person. There we go. Thinking Space 2 Legacy version, that's a crazy achievement. Gagatronda. 69% on Tidal Wave. That's quite the achievement. Can we rank Spooked? I would, but I want to finish this stream, so I'm not adding him right now. Maybe we can redo this in half a year's time. You don't really sound British. Okay, well, I don't really sound anything. I don't think a single person here can say, like, could, like, name an accent that I sound like I have. I swear I have no accent. I have, like, the most neutral accent of all neutrality. It's so neutral. It's so normal, it's odd, you know? Right. You sound Bean. Okay, yeah. I sound Bean, right. Anathema, Avernus, Acheron, top German player, Abyss of Darkness, Kyuki. Again, we're looking... Okay, the title... Okay, I'm gonna put Mizuki as the highest pro because, again, everyone in this, like, top range of pro is the same achievements. The difference is Mizuki has got Tidal Wave progress, which far outshines anyone else here. I sound like I'm from Mini TC. What is Mini T? Who are the members of Mini TCD? As a Brit, you sound extremely American. I've actually gotten Canadian. I've actually gotten Canadian before. I don't, American I have, but not as much. I sound Canadian, but there you go. I sound like I'm from Antarctica. Is there an accent from Tarnikans? No, there isn't, because you're just coming there as scientists. What would be the Antarctican accent? Right. I think this is cool. I think this is cool. Oh, welcome Jesse to the stream. We're about to wrap up, but yeah, we've rated. I hope you're fine with where you've been rated on the list. Um. Anyways, we're gonna do HQ me next. HQ me is here, and this is this not the every end person, or am I getting that wrong? Nope. Yeah, verified every end. Kyuki, Acheron, Andromeda, Snowbound, Tunnel Despair. I think that that's enough to say that HQME is high pro. I do think he's high pro. Where in high pro, I do not know. Definitely above people like Dubes and stuff. Probably honestly above people like WizKid because he's actually and Laser because he's actually shown his progress. Other than if I can find his profile. Acheron Kyuki, he's also done other stuff, right? Other than every end. I think like here's probably fine. Do we think? Oh my god. Can we not can we not spam? Like, okay. Alright. Right. How do these people exist? I actually don't get why people do this. Like, what, what is the reason? I don't get it. But anyways, you need some moderators. Honestly, I think I might get some moderators. I might actually try and get some moderators. I hadn't before because I've never really seen myself as a big channel. I've never thought I needed it. I'm used to my old channel having like 3 viewers a live stream. Now, oh my flipping god. Guys, I swear. How is there so many spammers? Like, I don't, like, oh my goodness. Like, it's actually crazy. But, yeah, I never really thought myself a big channel. I guess I am now. I guess, like, 50 to 100 average viewers is kind of big now, so I probably need it. I'm not used to, like, having this many messages, having actual donations come in. That's been crazy. And also, you know, the negative stuff, having alts come in for the spam. So yeah, I should probably get you know what, I should. By the end of this week, I'll do that. Oh my flipping goodness. How is this like how many? They just keep coming. I'm gonna go. Is my viewer count actually at like 2? Like, it might genuinely just be at 2. It might be at 2, and everyone else is just all waiting to take their turn. They do it in lines as well. It's never all of them spamming at once. They come one at a time, wait for it to get banned for 24 hours, and then starts posting again. Not posting, but, you know, spamming again. Anyways, let's get this over with quickly, so we can end. Okay, guys. While I rank Kaza, you guys need to tell me who these 4 are. I've got feeling this is Denny and changed his profile, but can you please tell me what, like, the big purple S? While I'm ranking Kaza, tell me who the purple S is. Kaza is crazy at the game. Acheron, Kyuki, Slaughterhouse, Chill, really hard stuff, and obviously Angelicide. That's the big one. Obviously not as crazy progress as someone like Nuggies, but still crazy nonetheless. I know it's a slightly altered level, but again, still. Isn't that Mr. Spaghetti? Wait, it might be Mr. Spaghetti. You might be right. I think because I did add him last time. Yeah, no, it is Mr. Spaghetti. You guys are totally right. Okay. I think that he's above Nuggies, even though less progress in this version, he's done more stuff other than it. I'm gonna say top of pro again, but I'm gonna say higher than everyone else here with like Mizuki because of Angelicide. Angelicide just gives an extra thing to the portfolio that the rest don't. I think that's fair. Bro. Oh my goodness. Why is there so... I forgot to put you... you know what? I should put all of these alt accounts in Not Human, because that's what they are. I should be putting them there. How does one even get this many alt accounts? I swear it's multiple people. I don't even think it's the same person at this point. I'm also gonna move Thunder above Serpenticle. I think I'm gonna do that. Bean, you deserve Not Human tier because you're catch. I'm not You're catch up. I'm not catch up. Anyways, yeah, let's do Mr. Spaghetti. Mr. Spaghetti is I wanted to include Mr. Spaghetti because I know his hardest is, I think it's still Bloodlust. The fact that he beat at one point, I don't know, he still has every single non-extreme. Like, what? Like, that is a genuine crazy. Guys, this is one of the few times I wish I had face cam. Cause like my face right now is I don't even know what to react to with. I don't know. I think this is like the 12th spammer. I haven't been counting as hard as the Zodiac now, okay. But like that is the 12th alt count. What are we doing? What are we doing? Okay, well, okay, right. Obviously, I don't think he's like as cracked as a lot of other people are, but honestly, I think we should put him in pro. Like we could, no, not pro. But I think we should put him at the higher end of main list just because he could beat that many stuff. Like that's crazy. Okay, I know that he probably doesn't have the raw skill as every other player here, but I can't ignore the fact. I cannot ignore the fact. I'll put him actually. I'll put him like here. I put it. Okay, to be fair, I'll put him here. Okay. I cannot ignore the fact that he did that many stuff. That is crazy. Hold on, I'm gonna lock in on my live stream chat here now because I'm sure there's gonna be an alt count coming up. I'm sure I can sense the spam is about to happen. I can sense it. But anyways, this cat guy. Who's the cat? What did I say? What I know. Oh my goodness. I'm not even. Bro, like genuinely do I just end stream here, bro? Genuinely do I just end stream here? This is being crazy. Well, no, we'll stick with it. We'll get through this. We'll get through this. We'll get through this. Who's the cat, guys? Who's the cat? Is that? Who's the cat? We have another cat. We have another cat. I don't know why there's so many cats. Who is it? Who's the cat? I genuinely don't know. Um. Cat spooked? Oh, you guys told me to add spooked, so I didn't think it was spooked. It is spooked. Okay. Right. Spooked. Spooked doesn't come up. Did I spell it wrong? You're the cat guy. Okay, yeah, I did. Spooked has just beaten right, Spook's beaten Nullscapes, but it's such a crazy jump. But he's also done stuff like Kiyuki, so it's like he can do other stuff. So I actually am fine putting him in high pro. Cause he's shown that he can do other stuff. I'm gonna put him at the bottom, but just because he doesn't really have anything else. So I'm gonna put him at the bottom of high pro, but the fact that he could beat Nullscapes and beat stuff like Yuki and stuff makes me want to put him there. I'm gonna assume that this thing's Denny, Is this thing Denny? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this thing's Denny. They changed his name. Stuff like Acheron, Arcturus, Slaughterhouse, Aerial Gleam, Cognition, Tartarus, Kyuki, Toxic Blaze, which is quite a hard challenge. Denny is actually good, but he's nowhere near a lot of the other players. He's definitely probably at this, like, in between, like, this technical kind of range. I would say he's there. I think that's fair. Move your noses sideways or I'm unsubscribing. This is gonna be the new copy pasta for my channel, I swear. Right. We have one more because this is this guy's old profile picture, and this is literally just a moon. So who is this person? I'm sorry, I made this a month ago and I've forgotten who you are. Who here have I not talked about that it could be? Maybe you people know. I'm praying that you people know who this is. Whose profile picture is this? It's our last person. It is our last person. Someone has to know. Someone has to know. It's me, I think. The what is your name PFP is cool. It's a cool PFP, I agree, it's great. But, like, I don't know who it is. I don't know who it is. We might have to leave them off for the fact that it's been too long since I've done this, and I have no clue who this is. I held them on for a reason, but I don't know, we did Sharkified last one. Okay, I don't know. Right, we're just gonna have to end it there, because I'm sorry, I genuinely have forgotten who they are. I feel bad if they end up watching this stream. But we got through it. Thank you all for watching. My voice is nearly dead. The chat is it's been something. Well, actually no, it's been really fun. There's just been one person. There's just been that one person at the very end. But yeah. Thank you all so much. Thank you for the couple people that donated. That was crazy. I never get that. That generally shocks me that people do that. But I don't really have much more to say. You can agree my ranking if you want. You can disagree if you want. This is just my own personal take and just a fun little thing I wanted to do. I think there's some stuff I could have changed. Like, I think this stuff at the top player bit's very debatable, and I think a lot of this upper tier pro is very debatable, because I think everyone there is very similar in skill. And obviously, people who are like one tricks and stuff, like Total and Emrek, they're always going to be very debatable. And obviously, some people will find them way underrated here, some will find them very overrated. But I think that I tried to account for everything into this list, and it's personally what I believe the most. Obviously, opinions change. In like a month's time, there could be like a bunch of people on this list that I, completely change my take. Well, not completely, but I move where I have them here. And maybe we can revisit this in like half a year or a year's time. But for now, I think I did pretty much. I think I'm fine with what I did. I think I'm fine here. Okay, before we leave, should we move Popoff down to satisfy that one person? Just to leave? No, should we raise him one? We could raise him one. To do one last act. Raise Popoff, or I'm subscribing. There we go, guys. Like and subscribe if you want Popoff to be the best player, I guess. But, there we go. There we go. That is our list, apparently. The Screw That Guy tier. Okay. Thank you all for watching. That's the stream. That's it done.